A desolate wind cascades across OPHQ. In the almost silence, following a grand effort, this building, which is normally bustling with life, has downshifted. The snow has nearly stopped falling, yet trouble, just the same, after dropping off Yuli Lara for reconstitution. You find yourself walking away towards the ESP building. A quiet moment in a quiet place. The door opens, and you enter.
Sort of walks in, flicks the lights on, comes over to her chair, sits down, and takes a deep breath. She thinks about how happy she is that they managed to save Yuli Lara, they managed to save Riddle, they managed to save Argos, and they didn't have to take on that horrible burden. She sort of brings her legs up to her chest, sitting in this chair, and can't help but start crying. Because even if they managed to save all of those people, she didn't get what she wanted out of this. She didn't get a chance to save herself or the people she cares about. She's gonna have to keep trying to find that solution going forward.
You let yourself rest there in the chair, squeaking lightly as the sobs rack your body. A silence again, descending on the area. In a city at the top of the world, you find yourself, Cam, in a slightly different situation.
Oh, we're on this map? Okay, fascinating.
A miserable section at the edge of town, one of the few that Geist rule is barely maintained over. A section that functions right now as Opia's, only real contact point with Sky Point up above. Geist is really cracking down on the entire island. Jean sort of walks forward, holds his hand out for you, and moves forward as the two Geist guards sort of nod, let you both into the district. Okay, so all we have to do is wait for pickup. Was that good for you? You feeling better?
I'm feeling a little better. Do you like it up here?
His eyes shift. He recognizes the careful glances of the people around him. You both sort of stick out like sore thumbs. The locals of Sky Point clearly do not take to out-of-towners in a particularly kind manner. It's all right. It's all right. It's more the people here, right?
Wait, what did he say?
It's more the people here, right?
Do you not like them?
No. More he sort of taps the side of his head. There are people here for you to see, and that is enough for me to enjoy my time here, as claustrophobic as it is.
Kim sort of nods, so it's the tight spaces that bother you?
All of it.
With the bricks.
He looks back around over his shoulder. This place reeks of tension. It's like a powder keg that's waiting to explode.
Yeah, it is.
I will admit it ambiently raised my anxiety, but seeing you in slightly better spirits has actually done a lot to assuage that. You both pause at the edge of town. Functionally above the blizzard now at this point. You watch Jean place his back up against the nearby fallen support beam as you both wait for your ride. So, back down.
Yeah, where do you want to go? We can go back to the bar, or we can go to the tower, I guess. They're about to start the fight soon, right? So it should be empty.
He double checks his phone. I'd like to be close by, at least. I'm
Okay.
worried about Basil.
Okay.
He sort of places 2 fingers up against his temples, and you watch as an almost ring of blue light licks its way up the side of his face, and for a second you think that Jean's on fire before you come to a secondary realization. No, the man is not very much burning. What's burning instead is the world below. Lights start to almost ignite the bottom of Sky Point, and it creates eerie, cascading shadows that twist around you, almost manipulated by the fog. Whoa, what is that? You look down as the blizzard almost changes shade. In the Snow Forge, you have been preparing to get not only your machine ready, but pretty much everything you can for the big mission. The portal's stabilized. You are literally waiting for Drift to come through to jump him in the bathroom, so to speak. As a result, there have been numerous moments, tasks, etc. Lots of prep to do while during the intervening time. But it seems like the final effort to muster has been called in the next 30 minutes. Everybody should start to move their way over to the mobile platform. 8 sort of moves her way up behind you. Willow, your pocket demiurge.
I gotta do this, hold on.
You feed it, and it displays its happy screen.
Willow, this is not the time for that kind of shit.
It's exactly the time. You expect me to let someone die on my watch?
It only takes a few seconds. Are you just gonna let it die, Ace?
He looks at it. I don't know, looks like kind of like a miserable little creature.
That's cold even for you.
It's not miserable. It's just chained up and sad. It's a little bit of freedom through this.
Yeah.
And a little bit of popcorn too.
Yeah, all of that popcorn's clearly making it a lot happier. Willow, your comms go off as you're requested over in the building nearby. Somebody wants to talk to you. Oh, look. It sort of leans over. You're popular.
Yeah, much like the pocket demiurge, I gotta answer.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you control over the pocket demiurge. There you go. Carry her with.
I gotta answer the call. Alright, keep an eye out.
Yeah. I've got a thing or two I need to do myself. I'll catch up with you guys. She sort of turns around and you see her take a step back in this direction. Rekko picks up a hand and sort of waves to you, Ace.
He just stares.
Ada's going to lift Rekko up and put her in the terrarium before departing.
Before 8 fully leaves, Ace just yells out to her. So 8.
Yes?
Is Guy Squad gonna interfere with anything?
I mean, I am. Who knows about those other guys? She actually pauses. Is Visionary the type of guy that you would want to come along on a mission like this?
It's not about wanting or not, it's about them interfering.
Her eyes sort of settle on you again. Interfering. No, at the very least, I don't think they're going to get in your way.
Ace just kind of sighs because it's the kind of thing where she is answering the question, but not at all. She
smiles.
He won't get in your way is not a confirmation of, no, he's not going to be there. Or he's not going to do anything. He just won't interfere with what you're specifically doing. And Ace just sighs because he knows asking any other question will be kind of useless because she will just dance around it instead of actually confirming anything.
She smiles at you, taking no small amount of joy in this process.
Do you do this to him about me?
Oh, yes. More so.
Well, that makes me a little bit happy.
I'll catch up with you on the other side, if I'm able.
Yep, good
She
luck.
waves, runs, leaps over, and disappears out into the storm to do God knows what.
Ace just sits
And-
there and thinks,
Yeah.
looks like she has her own pocket creature too, huh?
For the first time, you feel an absence where Say once was.
You need to get a terror for yourself.
Yeah! Something actually disrupts the quiet of the night. Oh! Hey, everyone! You! The snowdrifter makes his way over. Come with me!
What is it now?
You look strong. We could use another strong guy like you lifting some things. Come on, come with me.
I look strong.
You look strong. He looks down at your arm that's wrapped up and sort of gestures down to that and then over to his own machine arm. He's like, yeah, you look like you could lift a lot of shit, man.
Ace looks at this guy. He hasn't had many interactions with the fucking snowdrifter.
The snowdrifter.
The snowdrifter. But Ace clearly knows he's an outer worlder because he doesn't know who the fuck he is.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
The group gathers up as you follow behind this man, and you sort of trace his path over to one of the forges, where everybody seems to be hard at work. Oh, shit. Okay, he runs his way forward and grabs a chain, and they all just start pulling. And you watch as from the depths of the forge, a large machine is yanked free. It looks like another one of the furnaces. This time, massive, multiple gaskets on it. The thing's a monstrosity. Hey man, help out, help out! He, like, gestures to the chain.
Okay.
You join the line and watch as this entire procession begins the heave-ho, pulling something out of the depths of the forge. You look, and you realize, while you've had your own plans, it seems like Riddle's been moving on her own as well. Robin! You and Charybdis have shifted from happily listening to the play to just being bored. You've played rock, paper, scissors about 900 times at this point. Roll me d20.
Okay, that was my question.
It's a hotly contested match, but Charybdis is the clear winner. Oh, scissors again, huh?
It's my favorite one.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Something moves its way over. As a large armor crests the top of the hill, she strides forward, looks between the two of you. Good job. You've been relieved of duty. This is my post now. Soldier talk. She says out loud. Lights igniting lightly. Why are you doing that? I've been given a interesting role in the upcoming battle. Okay, move out of the way. She strides forward as Charybdis moves backwards. And the queen simply sags down onto the open ice, flames licking around her body. They start to spread over the crest of the mountain. She looks between the two of you. Excellent job setting up the super furnace in this area. I think I can take it from here. Okay.
Aren't we the same rank?
She looks over at you. Oh? I mean, I guess. I mean, I joined later than you, so doesn't that make you a higher rank than me?
I don't know, but it seems like you've got things handled, actually.
Clearly, visibly disappointed. Oh, I wanted to see what would happen if you tried to give me an order.
Keep up the good work?
She laughs. I will try to do that, dear beloved senior. An evil smile beneath the mask. Some amount of nerves cleared away from the Queen of Flames. Charybdis is the one who notes it. He's like, huh, it's enough to make her nervous. Weird. He looks over. Yo, Robin, I kind of want to move fast on the way back. Here.
Okay.
He kneels down and offers you his back.
All right.
Okay.
Clambers up, both trying not to touch him because that's, physical contact is scary. And also
Okay.
he's covered in spikes.
Yeah, there's a lot of spikes that you could kind of hold on to. Like good handlebars, etc.
Handlebar.
Just be
Yeah.
sure not to get impaled. Okay, let's go. He runs and leaps, disappearing into the growing snowstorm. We catch up with Willow. Oh, I forgot your pocket demiurge. That's on me. That's my bad. You open the door. You walk in. Your creature is still pleased. She does not need popcorn right now. As you sort of round the corner, and you look at two tiny machines. These ones, like at a cursory glance, seem almost indistinguishable from these little simulacrum bodies that you've been creating for people who have lost their bodies. But, Tiny, you could recognize these two at a glance. The hardware is significantly older, and the wear that these things have been through is immense. You recognize not only the machine that you managed to pull out from the other side, you recognize the one that you found in the depths of the world. The two look at each other, make their way forwards, and actually just hold their hands out.
Willow grabs both of their hands.
You grab both of their hands and they nod, and then a message appears on your terminal. You see a reading, basically spreading over from the Terramite over to you. That not only are they going to render their assistance, they think they can help significantly more. They sort of look at each other, and the one that you pulled over from the other side looks back. They look up at you and send another reading, a schematic. The way that God's blood is not only piped around the various creatures that you've been summoning, the way that it is used to some extent in the Terramite circuitry itself. They send you a design, nod conspiratorially, and then hand you... What is this? An activation key. And then they both step backwards.
Oh, this is... Oh. I think I'm gonna use this pretty soon.
They look at each other, move over, and nod, and their faces split into the closest thing that you could see is a smile. You feel like you've done an immense service to these two beings, and they're now returning the favor. You, at that moment, see somebody sprint up from behind. Willow! She makes her way forwards, throws her arms around you, spins, and touches down. It's so good to see you!
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since... Oh, jeez, so much has happened.
It really has. Like, I've been out in the snowfield and I've seen a lot of the stuff that you guys have gotten up to, and the only person that I've seen is, oh, speak of the devil. Ruth walks in. Hey! Hey!
Oh, hey, Ruth.
Ruth, what's up with the stony reception? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that every time I try to do something out in the stone field, you jump me! She yells next to you. I mean, yeah, we're like, Opio, we should be stopping Exulances or whatever. No.
Yeah, but she's cool.
Yeah, listen to that. I'm cool. So, next time you try to attack me, just remember, she throws her arm around Willow. Ruth looks over at you, looks over at you, is like, I'm gonna jump her twice as hard now. The pocket demiurge starts to beep.
Oh shoot! I think I gotta clean up a little bit.
What the heck is that? They make their way around. G, with Ruth's temporary distraction, actually moves her way over, sort of brushing up next to you. Good luck over there. Like, if things get really, really bad, shifty eyes back and forth, don't hesitate to call, okay? Just yell really, really loud for me, okay?
All right, sure. I'll yell your name.
Okay, I'll definitely hear. And she, like, again, looks back and forth. This is an offer only for you, okay?
Got it.
Separates herself. Ruth, like, looks over, squinting between the two of you again.
Don't worry, it was nothing scary.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so you guys are on the first wave, right? Looking over at you, Willow. Well, Riddle decided to hold me up for backup, whatever that means, so I guess if you guys all get dusted, I'll be the one cleaning up after you, so,
I mean, I think there's a coolness to showing up late while everyone's hurt.
Yeah, being cleanup crew isn't all bad. You could call me the cleaner.
Actually, the name's taken.
Oh, shit. Elsewhere, Argos. I love them. You make your way through the snowstorm, mostly alone. The appointed time of your meeting is arriving, and basically, like, all that stands in front of you right now is the mobile platform. The structure from which you are going to begin your attack. As you crunch your way northwards through the snow, you actually hear somebody catching up. It's a noise that you could tell apart from literally anyone after being at her side for any period of time, because it has the almost cadence of somebody dragging a body behind her, the noise of someone disrupting a large amount of snow with her tail. She runs up alongside of you and sort of like jogs in place, and she's like, hey, good work.
Good work.
I was, with the whole apocalypse seed stuff, you know?
Oh. Thank you.
You really killed it. Like, I was looking pretty bleak for a while, but, like, good job. She runs over and, like, fucking ruffles your hair.
Well, hadn't really thought about all that. The real work is about to get started, but thanks.
True enough, but this is, I guess. She sort of pauses. For me, the next bit's easier, I guess. Like the fighting and destroying stuff. That's a lot easier. So yeah, thanks for giving somebody like me a chance to save somebody for once. I appreciate it.
You know, it is gonna be easier, isn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately. That wasn't, you went through a lot. I went through a lot too. Showing a moment of vulnerability, she pauses and she's like, I think we really, Mike's gonna be proud of us. Yeah. Tries to awkwardly change the subject.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, probably.
You
I
gonna
wouldn't
tell
be-
her the story of how it all happened?
I think she probably already knows. She joined in that group hug. But maybe there's something in the telling of it.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd tell it to her. I think she'd like to hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
finger pointed at self like, me?
Argus
Yeah.
manages to not roll his eyes.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it was really good. It was really good working with you. She eagerly jogs ahead. The cadence of her step has moved. Now the tail is wagging back and forth, which makes significantly more noise, but has an added tactical benefit of completely clearing the path ahead.
Guess I'm going this way.
Yes, straight up. You make your way forwards. And eventually arrive at the mobile furnace. I'm going to put you on the south side of the map here. You enter. And this is the area where your various companions are set to gather. You immediately see a meeting of two people up here who are sort of meeting is a strong word. They are standing a few paces apart, both looking at a machine off in the distance that the two of them managed to put together.
So they haven't seen me.
They have not seen you.
They're also not saying anything.
They're not saying anything. Argos, are you going to... So, yeah, that's what I thought.
Didn't want to interrupt that.
Then, Argos, you see somebody run up from the inner workings of this. You took the ramp up the back. She ran through the entire thing, losing a lot of time. She... Hey, Argos.
Hey, Sea Gazer.
And then she's gonna just stick her foot in it. Hey, what are you guys doing? Not much, just getting focused for the battle, you know?
Yeah. Not much else but to do it.
She squints at you, Basil. You don't seem like the type that gets Are you the type that gets really nervous before a big fight?
Not really. It's all I've ever really known. So, I guess it's just par for the course.
Sea Gazer. Okay, cool. Then in that case, grabs your hand, starts to bring you in this direction. Danger. Turns, looks, where are you going? I mean, if neither of you are nervous about the fight, I was just gonna let you sit here and brood, but if it's not a big deal, then I'm dragging you over to everyone else. Okay, cool. He runs up behind you two. She whispers over to you, you looked so lonely.
I guess I was. That's not... I don't know.
Oh. Hey, guys, when did you get here?
Hold on,
Oh, hey, Argos, I saw you walk in.
From behind you, Argos. Somebody walks up with their Tamagotchi.
Oh, hey, Argos.
Hey, Willow. Oh, getting into some gaming, I see.
Well, actually, is this a game? I thought this was taking care of a... Well, either way. Do you have any tips on how to take care of this thing really well? It's always seems to be hungry, and I gotta clean it up, clean up after it all the time.
See that main button there?
Yeah.
If you cycle the power and hold that button for 3.5 seconds, you can then smash it 4 times, and you'll have, if you've got the right seed, it'll start to overflow the buffer data, and then you can start inputting, different button combinations to basically max out your items.
Argos, I got 10% of that.
Do you do it? Do you jailbreak your Tamagotchi?
Will didn't even understand. Didn't understand half of it.
I guess
Can you
don't sleep on the EXP up items. Buy those from the shop first.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. I might let you do the what did you call it? Jailbreak?
Oh no, that's just to get the right seed so you can have predictable results. But
Right.
that's not important. Games are for fun.
Willow, you put your hands on this thing and you started to input the process, and Argos, you watched as the screen shifted color for a second to this dull and terrifying red. And you're like, and then you put it back and you go, games are meant to be fun, and it just
Man, I wonder if I still have my old link cable. Maybe we can trade later.
Oh, I did forget to mention, I got this from Demiurge.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, apparently it's a
that's-
small piece of her.
Oh. Sounds really rare. So, if you do what I said, but you hold it for 4 seconds, you can dupe your creatures. So, it's food for thought. You want to trade.
And if you take it, put it on the ground, then stomp on it, you destroy it.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. I just feel like it might be a safety measure.
from behind you, Argos. Somebody actually walks in, and Willow, you make eye contact with Twice, and she's like, wow, really? Just stomp on its head? That's so cold.
I mean, have you looked outside?
Wow, yeah, it's freaking freezing. Hey, Willow. She
Hey,
looks
Twice.
over you. You mind making an argument for me being able to come along on this mission?
Hey, you're allowed to
That is not
come.
fair.
Cool. I thought people might be upset about the multiple bullet wounds, and I thought that the best way to pay it back was to show up myself.
Yeah, I'd be more upset if you didn't show up after doing that.
I was a little upset about it, but I'd rather have you here.
Oh, what's a few bullet wounds between friends?
Right?
Exactly.
Am I right?
At this point, I'm expecting to fight, like, at least everybody once.
The punishment for 2 instances of friendly fire is a month-long ban. Just keep that in mind.
Month long, huh? Well, can it start after this mission?
Hopefully it doesn't start at all twice.
Cool. Oh, I get it. Starting now, I totally misunderstood. Yeah, I ventilated Willow real good. She walks her way forwards.
Well,
Come on, Argos.
yeah, come on, Argos.
Okay.
Come upstairs where it's uncomfortable.
Ugh.
Sigazer's loudly talking to Basil in the foreground, oblivious to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that thing. It's like, it really came together, huh? Like, I don't know. I like the part that swings. It's got,
Yeah,
like, more
definitely.
centrifugal force than, like, Ace. She turns and looks at you. I think your machine could use, like, wider shoulders.
The shoulders are very wide.
Yeah, give it, like, a big muscly body. Like, Basil's really got this shit figured out.
I'm
I
glad.
can't take all the credit.
It makes it really easy for someone to sit on your shoulders.
Well, then I don't want it.
What? You don't want someone to sit on your shoulders?
It's fucked up.
This guy is turning down free perks.
Why would he want somebody's butt so close to his head?
Ace takes his like horn arm and grabs Sea Gazer's horn and just starts dragging her towards the front.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
You pull her forwards as you all look over the portal, and 2 more people join. Breach walks over and nods at you, Argos.
Breach, glad to have you here.
Wow, look who's here.
When the call got put out for people who could theoretically lose their bodies and be fine, I was at the top of the list, so I decided to show. With the plan you guys have cooking, worst comes to worst, even if I get vaporized, I'll still be able to do everything that I'm doing. So, here I am.
And Pixie?
She sighs. At this point, after she completely liquefied her body, fighting off eternity, she no longer has room to complain that I am doing what I want with mine.
I see.
Yeah.
This is a point of contention.
I wish she... You see it written on her face. She wishes Pixie wasn't here. But, based on what you know about Drift, based on the fact that you know that it targets a certain number of people and starts to fuse them together, you need bodies. Plain and simple. You look at the room around you. These are people who are either insane enough to do it, hi twice, or you look at Breach, are in a condition that having their body discarded would be okay.
I mean, Ace looks at Basil. You ready for it to potentially happen again?
Seagizer looks over at her too. Brennan, are you muted?
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
They were talking about the potential of being fused together, and Ace was like, "You ready for it to potentially happen again, Basil?"
Yeah. Seagizer looks over at you.
I think you're still in there somewhere.
I'm sorry.
Also,
She reaches out her hand. If you ever want it back.
Will looks at the pocket demiurge. Fused into other people.
All you have to do is have a strong enough sense of self that you don't lose yourself. It's not too hard.
Thanks, Basil. Seagizer says thanks to you. As up the stairs, 2 more people enter. So,
Oh wow, is that all?
yeah, basically, like, I think it's a risk, but you should be fine. You're in one of the burners, right?
That is the apt name for them, yes.
So I think it'll be okay. Basically, just make sure to hit the eject switch and tell your guys to hit the eject switch and be really careful. Unless they're thrown into an area where there isn't light or sound, like the depths of space, then don't hit the eject switch. Stay inside the burner, even if it's breaking, because Riddle did just, oh, hey guys.
Again, just to
Microphone.
triple check here, me
Yeah.
and the 2 randos who used to drink at my bar are
Yeah.
definitely useful and needed on this mission.
Yeah. Mike says, a little sad. Yeah.
Sure, why not? Sounds like a Tuesday. Hello!
Somebody else moves in. Well, you guys said that you could use people who would lose their bodies, right? Cast makes their way forward. So, I'm not much of a combatant, but at the same time, I'm an AI, so what's there to lose? They shrug. Sort of look over at you, Argos.
And what a body to lose, huh?
Ace
Sorry.
just looks at Argos.
Also looks at Argos.
Huh?
Was that loud?
No
Wait,
one else was
Seagizer.
talking.
Seagizer in the background, like, what the fuck? And, finally, last but not least, the cornerstone of your fucking plan enters the equation. Melly, walks her way up, and she's like, okay, everyone, I'm going in first. She makes her way up to the front and sort of, slams her shield on the ground, sending a disruptive call through the area. And that means, functionally speaking, I'm the one leading this mission.
Aye, Captain. Listen from the back.
Twice makes her
Get
way
a
forward
room.
Yeah, what is wrong with you people?
and elbows you in the side of the head. Wasn't this your idea?
It's fine. She can have fun.
Nah, get out there. Go on.
I-
She like shoves you forward.
Oh, God. Hello.
So, the plan's
It's also
pretty
his
simple.
idea to shoot someone, but he delegated.
Plan's pretty simple. I'm gonna make my way forwards and set up an ESP field, and we're gonna jump him inside of it. If I drop that ESP field for any reason, everyone, I want you to know what's on the line. According to Riddle's calculations, even if that thing's trapped between the different worlds, it fuses different areas together. It's not just gonna be pulling from their world, it's gonna be pulling from ours. We're still fucked regardless. The damage is mitigated, but we're still losing, by Riddle's estimates, a full 5% of our world in the opening volley alone. So,
It's better than the alternative.
yeah, I mean, this guy, she says, moving over and ruffling his hair, which takes an effort because she's short, thought up a method that we can limit most of the damage to us. But there's no way around it. We're going in there to be sacrificial lambs. So, instead of that attack being aimed at our conjoined worlds, it's being aimed at the heads of everybody here. She sort of like makes her way over. Theo is like, I'll be running mission control on my end over here. Lilara is currently out of commission, so I guess I'm going to be your comms guy today. She says, looking over at Cass, who nods.
Mm-hmm.
Wishing you all the best of luck, she says, a big smile crossing her face.
Yeah. And if you couldn't tell, this is obviously extremely dangerous, so there's only one solution. We come at him quick and we come at him hard.
Aye, Captain, Seagizer says in the back.
Get a room.
No!
Good instincts.
Okay. Melly sort of like looks over. Again, fan out slightly. This thing likes to join different areas around people together. So we're going to be landing in a formation that keeps us far enough apart to not just get swished together. And after that, we don't know what we're in for. She looks at each of you. We haven't really been able to make it in simulations past the opening volley. So we're hoping it can only do it once. But in reality, we might have to contend with this ability multiple times. So long as I'm still standing, I'll keep that barrier up and I'll make sure nothing bleeds out. But just make sure. I know normally I'm the guy out front holding the shield. Just make sure that I'm able to still do my job, okay? Because if not, she cuts her. She makes the throat-cutting gesture. 5% of the population, bare minimum.
Fun.
The reality of the situation spreads over the room. Okay. Mike actually stands up in the back. In that case, nothing else to do other than to do it, right? The second that thing hits the portal, we're gonna go through. So, I'm not exactly the friendship speech type. Anybody got anything? Say something nice. She claps her hands together.
All right, everyone.
Really? Oh, no. Gonna stop you right there.
No, I want to hear it. Melly says, speaking up, actually.
Look. He kind of clears his throat jokingly. Look. We've had a lot of hard fights up to this point, clearly. But thankfully, we're familiar enough with each other around here that we can trust each other in this situation, okay? So just watch each other's backs, help each other out, and everything's gonna be all right.
Melly raises her hands together and claps them once. Okay, and we'll bring home victory for World 12. And most importantly, after all this is over, you all make your way back here. Because the fight isn't done. Okay? So stay alive.
Also, consider that change is inevitable. We're not going to be able to control everything. So don't fear what happens.
Here. Sigizer says, throwing up a very worried hand. The sense of palpable dread moves through the across the roof as you spend the following few minutes.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Claps hands together. It's just another day in the apocalypse. Come on, people, we got work to do. Hey, good work. He says to Ace genuinely. He pats him on the shoulder.
Melly, similarly next to you, is like, yeah, looks over. Actually punches you lightly on the same shoulder. You've been ruffled and punched and ruffled repeatedly. Thanks for trusting me with this.
I mean, he kind of just laughs. I mean, after how you joined, you got to be useful for something, right?
Yeah, I was waiting for that bit.
Basil punches him.
Why don't you tell the truth? Nobody else can do the job. She actually laughs. A lot of tension visibly leaving her body. You get the sense that Melly is actually worried about this. This fearless performer very, very rarely lets it show. It's the slightest quiver run down her arm as she sets her mind to it, claps her hands, and the call is made. It's after a few minutes of silence and light discussion. Almost like an air horn, you all are summoned to the battle. One by one, you enter your machines in high spirits as you enter the rift. The first person through is Melly. She gives you the report back every step of the way. Tunnel's stable, everyone. I don't know exactly how this works. But, first sign of anything, I'm gonna pop my ESP and drag it in. It's just hard to tell. A crackle goes through the line, her voice distorting slightly. It's really feels like my body's being torn apart. Riddle said this thing's safe, right? Another moment passes. She takes another step. Another crackle. See it. I'm lying. There's a resounding call as flame begins to billow out of the portal in front of you all. You take your machines, and for those on foot, you start to run. And the first thing that you experience is what she described. It feels like your body's being ripped apart. This tunnel is characteristically slightly different than the one that you experienced before. This one is significantly more stable. It's more it's well larger. And it traverses by long towers of grotesque chitin. As you move through this space, for those of you in machines, they buckle. For those of you on foot, you feel dizzy, lightheaded. You feel a strange sensation. The loss of self. But on the horizon, you see almost an orb of brilliant light. For Basil, it reminds her of what the world looks like from the outside. But for everybody else, you recognize the very corners of Melly's ESP. You rush into the area, and you catch up with Drift. This distorted space in front of you is very familiar. Yawning on either side are great walls of flame that press down on you. But Melly's ESP sits resolutely at the very center. By necessity, she must spawn in the middle of this area. And she's just got to chill here. Hold on. Drop you two. Yep, that's how big you are, Melly. She hangs out in this exact spot, and I'm going to begin the process of moving everybody else over. First of all, I'm going to grab all the characters that are on foot. Where you are placed is of paramount importance. And then one by one, we will call in the machines. Oh, twice, of course. Boop! Let me shrink you down to appropriate size.
The squad.
The squad. This god smashes people together. If you are too close to other people, you will be dragged in. You basically, for small people, you pretty much need to be on top of them. I love that Seagazer's default in this pose for now. I'm going to start positioning people. Doink, doink, doink. There. Cast back here. Mike here. Here you go. Put Argos where you're going to put him. I then ask the next question. Willow, are you coming in riding any of your beasts?
I think I'm going in as the mech.
Oh, you're going in second 0? Okay. Are you going in the Terramite, or are you using the authorization code?
Actually, I'll hold on to it.
Yeah.
Just so I can see what Drift's doing. I'm going to go in with the Terramite.
Terramite, okay. Terramite it is. I drop it on the map. Hold on. There you go. Here's your guy. There you go. And I'll put Willow riding on top.
Fucking Naruto pose.
Yes.
Yes.
I made her so tiny. There you go.
No, he's tiny.
I'm giving you control. Represents Willow. There you go. Place her and the Terramite wherever you wish around the arena. Next. Ace, your machine flies in. And touches down. And behind comes in your squad. These shitty, busted, broken machines clear the gap. Their thrusters all firing as they ka-chung, 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 touch down around you.
And we're also here.
Here to provide support. Both of them are carrying riot shields and will genuinely try to guard for the people around them.
Gonna say straight up, we didn't have a lot of time before the briefing. None of our mechs are built for combat. We got shields, I got some support tech. That's about it.
Ace, where are you putting flames?
Oh, where is it? Putting flames? I can't move him, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hold on. It's
give me
gotta
the
represent
legs.
Ace. Yeah. There you go.
So Ace is going to just plop down right next to Melly in a central area.
Understandable. You plop down over there.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the expected, unexpected one. Flies in. Wings. Moving in. It's annoying. You didn't even see this guy. It seems like he may have discovered some sort of stealth function for the God of Dreams, as silently, Argos, behind you, you see this machine appear, and over your comms, and over Willow's comms, you do get the message, I'm here. Then, I go over here. Gotta grab one more character. As something significantly less stealthy happens, a screeching beast throws itself into the area. It flies lands in the water, jumps off next to you, sending you fucking flying with the tidal wave, Argos. That felt intentional. Mike also similarly goes flying away as it touches down, lets out a bestial roar, and summons its big fucking sword. It's going up front. And then, finally, last but not least. Hey, Basil, you ready?
Yeah. You do realize that due to the nature of our machine, there is no avoiding getting fused together. So make sure you're strong enough.
If it comes down to it, yeah. He holds his hands out for the controls. The machine dully responding to his gestures. Basil, you're not going to catch up on time.
Where is the god?
You are
Do we
in the
not see
god.
it yet?
Yeah, no, you're both piloting
No.
it right now. Oh yeah.
No, I mean,
Oh. The enemy? It seems like Melly popped her ESP in response to it. You have no way of telling where it is at any point in this circle.
It's
You gotta,
right?
yeah, you gotta guess based on vibes and aura.
Yeah, assuming that it's a tunnel, and assuming that it's going to have to pass through here, I'm going to try and place myself, since I can fly, I'm going to try and draw the shortest line towards the middle up. Spinning my helicopter arms.
Oh, okay. You spin your helicopter arms and fly up and over. There's an issue. You don't have enough speed to catch up. It seems like the combat's going to begin. Right now, Danger's piloting the mech solely. Basil, you might need to work together on this one.
Okay. Yeah. He can't handle it.
He can't handle it alone, Basil. It's about teamwork and camaraderie. Roll higher than a 5.
I'm doing my job.
I'll drop you a Basil.
Thank you.
Okay. This machine will require consistent rolls to operate, as its frame is very tentative. Let's say down here. Okay, Basil, give me that roll. Okay, a 30, yeah. So you are piloting this thing. You pilot it easily up and over, and you are vertically up above where Melly is. So you are technically not in range of any of these characters. And what you all see flying above you at that tremendous height is a monstrosity. It appears to be one of those demons that you have fought time and time again, but its body is stretched over an ancient, desiccated carapace, reinforced multiple times over with Opia's steel. This machine operates as a brutal amalgam of not only scientific effort, but demonic construction. Basil, you maintain your height. Seagazer looking up at you.
This is the culmination of this entire world.
Seagazer looking up at you is like, whoa. Your machine manifests. And now that you've all decided your starting positions, it is, of course, time. What appears in front of you next to disasters is a large, almost spectral machine. You've seen it before, Ace. You've seen it in your visions. This thing is a monster, but it didn't look quite like this. Maybe it's the fact that you attacked it in the tunnel. Maybe it's not fully formed. Something about this being has changed. It peers its head through the side like a grotesque monstrosity. And its almost luminous shape burns away into flame around it. You watch a manifested version of the nightmare that you watched consume this world. It makes its way forwards, and you witness the god of drift. Its body is long and clearly not constructed for combat. Very spindle-thin limbs strike a posture next to its body, and its legs and torso almost trace away, burning lightly in the distance. This thing has an almost ethereal beauty to it as it sweeps back and forth like a puppet dangling on strings. It raises its hands, and it uses the ability you've dreaded up to this point. Melly's call goes out. Brace for impact, as everyone prepares for the hijacked dimensional opener. This alternate version, I will explain its functionality. It is going to roll 1d4 plus 1. Normally, this attack would consume 10% of the world on its first use. Now it is split instead between 2 worlds, and contained in a world of its own. It targets 1d4 plus 1 individuals in separate areas, and cannot target the same person or area twice. A coin is then flipped. On heads, select a second person, or area selects a second area and fuses them immediately, destroying both of them and stitching their maps together into a monolith. Now, originally, this was going to be deployed against World 12, and I had the map number in the campaign, but in this instance, you're restricting this attack to this area around you. As a result, what is being fused together is masses of water and boats. It is not immensely complicated. I'm gonna roll for the number of individuals. If anybody, it sounds like you have something going on.
Yeah, I activate an ability I have.
Yeah.
It's Opening Dawn.
Oh, nice.
Maybe triggered at the start of the act. Obviously, I get a barrier, but when the barrier is active, I can take my action at any point, even during the turn of allies or enemies.
Yeah.
Doing so obviously converts the value. So I can take my turn right now.
Okay. So you're just gonna rush this thing.
Yeah.
Second one. Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. Wonderful.
That's why I set myself in the middle of the arena so I can be anywhere.
So you can literally be in range for it no matter what.
So Ace, ready for this thing due to simulations, pops next to it, having a theory about its ability, being that it also targets areas. By standing next to this thing is probably the safest place he can be. Because the precision on this ability may not be good enough to not also hit himself with it.
Okay. Okay. Are you gonna hit him, or are you just getting close?
Ace is going to hit him, yeah.
Okay. Give me a roll to do.
Yeah, roll to do. All right. First, I gotta roll to die since it's beginning of that type shit. Drop. Yeah, I forgot to drop before.
Yeah.
Me. Yeah, look at this cool like opening thing, and it's like, what if I opened first?
What about my opener, idiot? Oh my god, you get a really good roll. Okay. So,
hold on.
Yeah.
I think we're Jujutsu jumping this guy. Just get another turn and I'm coming up with you.
Okay.
I'm moving up as well.
No, you do not get to attack. Okay.
But Ace, you get another.
Ace, tell me what your attack looks like. What are you doing here?
So Ace, the God of Flame standing next to Melly. Suddenly there's just a burst of air as just where it once was disappeared as he appears right in front of this being and just simply goes to punch this mech in the gut as soon as it drops out of the sky.
Oh my god, okay. You fucking blitz this dude. You charge forwards and you're gonna close the distance, and you manage to hit its long spindle-like body in the gut, and it sways backwards. Tiny, your follow-up?
I'm giving Ace the extra.
Oh, awesome! Okay.
Extra turn, so I could use the free move.
Of course.
Does this thing have a roll to die, by the way?
No, it actually doesn't right now.
So does that mean I succeed the roll by 10? Since it doesn't have a roll to die?
Yeah.
Overbalance.
Okay.
Whenever you roll over a target and see their ability, their roll by 10 or more, you throw them on the ground, and they lock out, granting myself 1 bravery.
So you splash him. I was about to go. If you fucking Big Bang Breaker this guy out of the arena, he is going to trigger the ability and hit both worlds. No, you're smarter than that. You throw him to the ground and slam him into the water, sending up a fucking tidal wave. You have a follow-up.
And so now what Ace is going to do is, let me look at my abilities. I didn't expect a second turn.
Yeah.
So what I can do now is I'm simply just gonna hit him again. So Yeah. Ace is going to like lift up his like leg and just simply axe kick it back deeper down into the ocean.
You throw the attack up, and again, this is another hit. You can indeed overbalance them again.
Yeah, and lock out another one and get a second bravery.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You boom! You send another hit through the body and hits the ground beneath it. As the attack goes there, and hold on. You obtain improper discharge. The body hits the earth, and basically, from where it is, that same almost gesture of prayer extends outwards from it. And hold on. It uses its ability, and it starts stitching different places together, but it will always take the tails option, and I will penalize it. Okay.
Hey, Jay.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to be a part of the team.
Okay, fantastic. do you have a you can take your turn immediately action?
Yeah, the button.
Immediately! You're literally hitting the button instantly?
Yeah.
We are jumping this man.
Opening gambit is very important.
Oh my fucking god! So you're immediately hitting the button, just to
immediately, as Ace crashes it into the ocean. Basil is going to dive bomb into the water and push it down so she goes past Ace. She's going to apologize to Danger and push the button.
Danger, you watch in this moment. This is insane. Okay. I love you guys so fucking much. I love you guys so much. This is insanity. You jump on the machine and you, Ace, you watch Basil streak down in her new mech, her new robot. This new form that she spent, a long time agonizingly constructing. You watch that thing streak through the sky, and you could tell, hold on, that body isn't made for combat. It slams into this god, disappears beneath the surface of the ocean, and all you feel is a disruption through the waters beneath your feet. As Basil, you detonate your robot, destroying it instantly.
What?
And ripping it and yourself out of this reality. Everyone holds still, seeing space almost bounce and bubble. Basil's comms have gone dark.
I'm going to try, knowing that my comms would go dark, I'm going to try and get one comm out to Ace, because he's nearby.
Yeah.
Just win.
You two get it. Seagazer gets it. The regulars get it. You get the line just win, as Basil. You disappear into the overwhelming darkness. And Brennan, if you'd give me the permission, I'd like to have a short scene for you because you aren't going to be in the rest of this.
What the fuck just happened?
Your machine flies into the depths of Melly's ESP. A burning meteor from the sky. It clips into the god. Taking advantage of this opening moment, you managed to Ace got him on the ground. All you had to do was force him under the ocean. So you do. You saw your opportunity. You saw a chance only you could take. You hope, in this moment, that everybody at the very least is proud of you. Your machine flies its way straight through the darkness. And you find yourself somewhere strange. The god burns up. You're thrown free from the cockpit. And you find yourself on a meteor. You're sort of like thrown to the side. It hurts. Everything hurts. It all screams. But You're alive. You look up. You look up at that orb off in the distance. Reminds you of home. And at this exact moment, something manifests in front of you. Almost in response to everything that happened here. A form of flickering flame appears. That time already, huh?
Yeah. Are you good to take over?
I think I am. She looks back over the crater spreading around you. Are you sure that this is the type of power you need?
I'm not sure about anything. But all I can do is hope. Hope for the future, and hope that you can find the ability to love the world that I do.
Well, I'll do my best, I guess. She looks up. Should I tell them that you're alive?
I think they'll find out eventually.
She makes her way forwards. All right,
It'll
then.
be big news.
She laughs. In that case, I'll switch over. Less the love that you feel for Riddle Arendite, and more the love that she feels for you. So, from here on, I will attempt to be the Basil that they understand for them, in addition to myself.
Don't ever say that out loud. It'll really confuse everybody but me.
I understand. She looks down at you. Safe travels, Basil.
Same to you, love.
The demon turns around and disappears off to the distance, streaking towards the battlefield. For Basil, though, she has a different destination. Hey, Brennan. This character, the one that went off into the distance. Now that the swap has been made, she is yours. That won't be relevant for the remainder of this session, but I should note. Down here, however...
We're the swappingest team of all time.
The swappingest GM player combination. You see somebody clutching his arm, moving forwards, pulling himself free from the wreckage. There's still one or two things left for you to do here. Back in the fight, however, Brennan, thank you so much.
The fuck?
Back in the fight, however, you wait for the opener. And it never comes. You pause. You breathe. Did Basil do it? Millie's voice echoes out as the ocean starts to bubble and disturb itself. You watch as it begins to roil. Disaster jumps her way forwards, bodily tackles the two of you, and carries you to the ground over here. For a second, you think you're under attack again, before you turn around and see it. Another hand places its palm on the barrier.
Shields up now!
And pushes its way through. And then another. You see them close in. They raise their hands in prayer, in supplication. And you watch as the true confrontation with Drift begins. BRB, everybody! 5-minute break!
Oh my god.
Bell gargoyles, baby!
Oh, yeah! Fucking bell gargoyle ass bullshit.
I love how we all just jumped Drift before they could do it.
I was reading my abilities because I only play flames when I'm playing flames, and so I was just like, okay, what the fuck do I got? And I was like, oh yeah, I can just jump his ass, I guess. And then you were like, nah, do it again. And I was like, okay.
Hi, chat.
How's it going, chat?
Here's a question for YouTube. If you were Drift, what characters would you put in the blender?
Yay. Brennan's gone. Brennan's not here anymore.
Yeah, Brennan fucking left the call, gang. I don't know if you know the man, but he fucking commits.
He's gone. Yeah, I'm realizing that Brennan is nothing but insanity. You're just now realizing this?
Activated self-destruct.
Bro, Chow
Turn one.
too!
Basil, we made a mech, not a bomb.
Oh my god.
If you wanted a bomb, we could have taken a lot less time to build that.
Nah.
Brennan literally turned 0 blowing his mech up. Insane.
Yeah. Sorry for making all the mechanics on that for that.
Me slowly saluting.
Look, man, isn't that just life? There was probably also some more mechanics to the first phase or something, but like we you know, look, man, sometimes this is just how life is.
It's called speedrun strats.
Life does indeed come at you fast.
God, I love it. Also, thank you, Jay, for enabling our bullshit. Because there was,
it's my favorite thing.
If you were literally like, no, this acts before, like fucking card game rules, like, no, actually, technically, this happens before the act even starts, so therefore you're not. No, you allowed us to do our fucking bullshit. So
it's my favorite. It's my fucking favorite. The smile that crossed my face the second you were like, no, I'm rolling up and punching him in the dick is great, because I literally write the most unfair mechanics, and you're like, I mean, if they don't ever get to do them, then it's not my problem. Oh my god.
You're the strongest man alive.
Holy shit. Okay.
I saw that 1d4 plus 1 people get thrown into the blender, and we were like, no, not today.
No, god, no. I am so impressed you managed to dodge the fucking blender. That is just like, the boss has an instant kill move. He just has an instant kill move.
It's the thing of, like, we always talked about how dangerous the opener was, and so it's just like to finally, in this new scenario, be able to overcome the opener instantly is kind of like...
Oh, so peak, dude. Literally perfect. I'm living. I'm gonna refill my coffee, I'm gonna grab a quick snack, and then I'm good to continue.
Remember, kids, the blender. Not even once.
God, and now... from what I understand, I don't know if it's real, fucking Brennan's going to be playing a character playing Basil.
Wait, what?
Insane.
Wait, what?
Shit went crazy. Shit went crazy.
Wait, what? I come back and what's happening?
Like,
it's not even turn 1 yet!
We did some bullshit.
This Basil stuff makes sense.
It's not even turn 1. Basil exploded and partially took danger with her. She's also left the campaign. We skipped phase 1 of Drift, and now there's... what was that? 2 more, did I see?
Took some of took some of danger with her?
Like, I don't
it's
know.
Difficult to describe.
I don't know what's going on with Danger.
You took my son?
Yeah, if Danger's dead, his dad's gonna be pissed.
Brennan isn't even here anymore.
Yeah, Brennan. I heard Brennan leave earlier.
Yeah.
Brennan left.
I got a plan for next turn.
Yeah.
Just if you go, if I go first, make sure you stand next to me so I can do something for you.
I got a message, Jay.
Or if you go, I'll try and stand next to you.
Danger's not dead.
No, it's fine. We saw proof. We saw signs of life.
Okay, cool.
Not Basil though. She's like left the universe or something.
Well, that's gonna put a damper in things.
It's fine. She has a plan, so people won't know right away. Apparently. We're all learning this in the last 5 minutes.
Running the goat.
For real. But yeah, you know how Basil and Danger had that big cool mech with the unique mechanics?
Oh, did it just die in turn 1?
Oh, it didn't die turn 1. Basil exploded it.
Yeah,
turn 0.
You know, I thought that would take a couple of turns, but you know,
no, turn 0, baby. We aren't even in turn 1 yet.
No, everybody also thinks Basil's dead, which is great. Holy shit! Did the music break?
It stopped.
Yeah.
I have not had music the entire session. I just
I've had
thought we were
music.
doing something artsy.
No, I've had music, Roma. You may need to refresh.
It's fine. The Roll20 was lagging me, so I'm just not even in it.
Yeah.
I was lagging out because it's like I did my scenes for the session, so I'm good. I don't need to be here.
Also, what I'm going to do is going to put me at a lot of risk. Do not worry about saving me.
Tiny, we already lost one PC. What's the second one? Who fucking cares? Let's go. Argos is next. Get in line.
Argos, do you have a self-destruct button that you're hiding away? That you can use?
I'll never
I don't
tell.
want to say where it is.
I'm just sitting, chilling one day, and I hit Argos' elbow the wrong way, and he explodes.
Everyone's doing it, Argos.
You kind of have one with the pocket demiurge, to be honest.
Oh my
I can't let them die.
Don't die. I just explode my heat regulatory clothes off in my thong.
Yeah. It also deletes his browsing history.
If I die,
There you
feed my
go.
Tamagotchi.
If I die, feed my Tamagotchi.
Okay. Then.
Also, yeah. Also, oh my god, I am paradoxic. Thank you for the gift subs.
Oh my god! Where? Whoops! Oh, there!
10
10
minutes
gift
ago.
subs! Thank you so much
Actually,
for the gift subs!
I'm gonna use a
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I
Use
forgot to register those earlier because I was still sitting in. Damn, Basil just exploded.
I've got to. Oh, God, okay. This is how I'm gonna do it.
Me sitting here like, wait, Basil's what?
Basil, what?
How many of my siblings are we killing right now?
Less than
Alright,
one.
Mike, you know what to do.
Blows up.
No! It's Pride Month. You know what that means. Oh wait, it's July. It's not Pride Month. You know what that means.
Crazy how the one straight character in the show died. In Pride, just as soon as Pride Month
Classic.
ended.
Let's unpack this.
Let's unpack this. What did the author mean by this? What did the dice
Symbolism.
mean by this?
Boom, Mike.
Wrath Month. It's Gay Wrath Month. Time to get rid of the heteros. Apparently.
Okay. I think I know how I'm gonna run this one ability. Yeah. Okay. Chat, how you doing? I can see you.
Come back.
Welcome back.
Come back.
Cam, I'm gonna go off and take a break by myself so I can heal Basil and Danger. So I can heal. Basil and Danger died together last mission. Cam, I will never take a break again.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's literally every time Cam does anything, something horrific happens, and he's like, I guess I can never ever fuck up ever again.
Have you maybe considered that the world you live in is fucked up and bad things would happen anyway?
Shout out to
Surely this is all his fault.
Shout out to Brennan's new PC Love, who he will be playing next time.
Is Brennan just not in the rest of this session?
Brennan knows
He
exactly
left.
what he did. Yeah, he's gone.
Brennan's been dead for 75
It's like
years.
the middle of the day in Japan right now.
Yeah.
Like
let him be free and enjoy the sunshine.
He really did walk in, explode,
Yeah.
refuse to elaborate, and leave.
Left. Okay. If everybody's here, I'll take us back to the fight.
yeah.
So, here's how we're gonna do this. Despite everything, the one that you guys fucking dogpiled is not in fact dead, it's just close. So,
Oh, come on.
its body does drag itself back up out of the water, and you watch as its mostly caved in head, lacerated, covered in burns, raises its hands and claps them together. You are going to get super improper manifestation, which simply manifests 1d4 plus 1 areas of unusual space. Why is this important? It's not turning anybody into a monolith. Nobody's getting fused together. Instead, the ability it's targeting is broken. It's randomly targeting this area, and it's bringing in one of the other mechanics of this fight that makes it, not just you guys punching each other. Okay, two areas manifest. Let me roll.
He's
Oh,
rolling.
God.
He's rolling.
I'm rolling. Okay. The being claps its hands together, surviving after Basil bravely Chaozu'd herself on him. And he claps his hands together as you hear a hissing curse over the comms, Ace. And this area is stitched into your reality. And over here, this area is stitched into your reality. To read out what both of these do, these are...
Trying to recognize these maps.
They're new.
Okay, cool.
Otherworldly visitors. Roll 1d6 on Otherworldly visitors table whenever hijack dimensional opener fails its coin flip. So I just had it automatically fail a coin flip. In this case, the manifested areas that you got are the World 8 arc over here, and a World 4 containment facility. You watch as the God of Drift weaves together different areas cast aside in empty space. It hangs on to one of the arcs from World 8, pulls it in close, manifests it, and sweeps it into this reality. It then stitches in a facility from World 4, so tightly quarantined that it is able to survive even in the depths of the void. It manifests and stitches its way into Melly's ESP. She lets out a hiss as the process quite literally damages her mind. But these areas have now manifested. This is relevant, or will be relevant shortly. Regardless, now it's the start of actual turn 1. Everybody roll to die.
Oh, let me unwound myself.
The NPCs will get 1 roll between all of them. 17. Yeah, Verona fixed you up.
Oh my
Okay.
god, I rolled horrible.
Yeah. Okay, NPCs actually get the first go.
Hot
In this case, what you call it? God of Disasters is going to take the very first move. She is going to jump on this thing and she got her move. She's gonna try to eat it. Yeah, she's just gonna be chowing down on this thing. You watch as Disaster streaks past you, see as this god barely pull itself up over the side of the water, and then she jumps on it like like a fox diving in snow, snout first, face down. She just presses it into the water, and you just hear eating noises. Still up, almost dead. She is going to pass the turn to Willow.
Okay. Does Ace still have a turn?
I don't think so.
He does.
Oh, do I?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to forward, and I'm going to attack this guy.
Yes.
With. Hold on. And, what weapon would be interesting to help yourself? I'm going to attack this guy with a giant cannon.
Okay. Give me a roll to do with a 1d6 bonus. Okay, you aim down and you fire the cannon. Willow, tell me how you get this guy.
I am aiming directly for the head. That seems to be where all the thinking is going on, so let's just get rid of it.
You watch as you aim directly at the head. You fire the shot and it punctures through the diamond at its core, and you watch the body sag and disappear into the water as Disaster slurps it up like spaghetti. This one, gone. Who next, Willow?
Oh shit, I killed him. Okay, I still think this works.
Yeah.
I'm going to lock out a dice.
Yeah.
To use Spark Flare. Whenever I successfully attack an enemy, I can lock out a dice to tag an adjacent ally in, giving them an action to be spent immediately.
It's one enemy, so yes, you are more than allowed to do this.
So, Ace, you have an action to be spent immediately.
An action to be spent immediately?
Yeah!
Well, what Ace is going to do, seeing that one fall to the ground, something materializes. A small, I guess, like, drill-sized object, usually seen smaller, but now larger to match Flame's frame, as he summons Tail Chaser.
Oh yes, let's fucking go.
And what Ace is going to do is simply, seeing this down, no time to waste, just flings Tail Chaser over at this one right over here.
Give me a roll to do.
Okay.
These ones do get their roll to die. Okay. It isn't particularly high. Okay. You managed to hit. Ace, the attack. So the attack connects, and what the information that Tail Chaser gives you instantly is that while you are attacking the physical body here, you can tell the motherfucker is not in this one. In fact, he's not in this one either. You get a strange feeling.
Somewhere else.
Motherfucker is somewhere else. But I'll give you a clue with Tail Chaser. Gotta be close.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I give you the turn, Ace.
Okay. So, Ace, with that information, obviously, trying to think about where the hell this thing could be. Because if I was this guy hiding, what Ace is going to do, is Ace is going to communicate with 667.
Oh my god, okay. You're giving her a call?
Giving 667 a call real fast, yeah.
Okay, you're gonna give her a call. You ring her on the line, and you give it a few rings, and eventually it does pass through. Hello?
Fighting Drift right now. Any information you can give me?
Give me a roll to do.
Roll to do, yeah.
You know you gotta. It's a charisma check, okay. Do you want to push that? My friend?
Yeah, I'll push it. Ignite.
Roll higher than a 2.
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you push it ahead, and she actually sort of sighs. Where is she? Is currently. Camera follows her location as she stands in the middle of the city and looks out. There's no part to focus on here. She looks out over the expanse of the city. For some reason, it seems like she's not in her normal location. She traveled somewhere else. She sort of taps her foot and tries to decide. One condition.
Yeah.
One of the corners of the city has the building that I work on it. You be Drift, you're coming over here. I don't want you anywhere fucking near the building that I'm at, okay?
Ace just kind of smiles. Well, I did plan on giving you a visit, but I guess that's no, then, huh?
I've seen the results of what one of your visits can cause. An entire funeral full of infected people. Believe it or not, I actually like being human right now. So, promise me, okay?
It's fine. Just tell me a more important building than the one you're in.
She actually laughs. Deal. Okay. She'll give you this information once you're put on that map screen. The rest of it, for as far as Drift goes, I bring you back to the map.
Mm-hmm.
You get the download on him immediately as she's like, well, I don't know what you did to this guy, but apparently he was pissed off enough to carve away most of his human body. Left behind a wretched pile of filth. And instead, what was preserved was mostly his skeleton and his brain. You know why they had to do that?
Yeah.
Because the mech they shoved him in is only 5'2". You're not looking for something big, you're looking for a little guy.
So Ace simply stands there. Mechanically, what's happening right now during this is Ace is going to ignite his 2 dice.
Yeah.
And what's going to happen is I get 4 bravery now just from doing that.
Yeah.
And Ace, you see the flame scarf kind of retreat into the mech's body as the body grows colder and colder. And Ace just asks for one last favor. Could you connect me to his comms like you did the last guy?
Now that she'll do for free. The flame switches off. I've got an entire separate pog for this. As you move over here, dunk, dunk, flame scarf off. Now your armor shifts to frost. As your body sets itself, you reach through on comms and you hear the man actually yelling on the other side.
What? Mad I'm using your brother's powers?
He goes dead silent. What you jumped into was the middle of a conversation. Functionally, this man, Arturo's brother, bragged about a few things. One, he was going to head over and absolutely beat everyone's ass on the other side of the portal. And then 2, what you heard more recently, they jumped my ass! And he goes silent. He's like, how the hell are you on our comms? Get off!
Sorry, no, I just kind of want to hear you squeal. Alright, guys, we're not looking for the big guy, we're looking for something 5'2".
You hear his voice catch in his throat at that statement. A sense of worry. The idea that you've discovered what was his true plan. Over comms, everybody on your end is like, oh, so it's like a manhunt. Okay, everyone, you gotta find something small amidst all this mess.
I do think it's really kind. They gave you 2 extra inches when they made you the new body, huh? Ace is trying to piss this guy off enough where he reveals his position.
I'll give you another roll for free. You already locked out, so like, who knows? Maybe you could dump truck 20 this.
Yeah, I'll just roll 1
Yeah,
20.
you get a wild roll. Yeah.
15 plus.
Okay. 15. It's still pretty good.
20.
Yeah. You hear him getting pissed off. It's working. Tell with the support to make him extra mad.
Well, where did they put the 2 inches? That's the question I've got.
She's getting increasingly angry. Okay. I'm gonna just treat this as normal damage against his health bar, his tilt meter.
Tilt meter.
Okay. You managed to do all that. Ace, who next? Very productive turn.
Who next? Argos, you get to do a turn since you didn't get to do the cheat.
Yeah. I don't have any out of turn order.
Yes.
So the drift that was defeated already, is that body still there? Or has it been...
Disaster is eating it. You could probably call her over and ask for it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you'll functionally delay your... Do you wanna functionally tag her into your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Disaster. We're cool, right? Could you bring me that body before you eat it?
Roll to do for me, Argos.
Dude, first rule of taking food away from a cat, you bribe them with a different treat.
I don't know if I want to do that.
She leaps up out of the hole, makes her way over, walks up, looks you dead in the eyes, and does have the energy of you asking a dog to spit out a treat.
Come on, I'll owe you.
She looks a little angry about it, and then will just slowly open her mouth.
I use Fate Weaver to perform Dream Exchange. I want to transfer my consciousness into this, and then trace its connection back to the guy we're looking for.
Oh my god, give me a roll to do. You're doing this functionally with the, You're doing this with the body in her mouth, and she is like a little... She's not giving it to you. She's like, clearly, the second you are done doing this, she's going to go back to eating it. You focus, and you try to trace a path, and,
If someone's like remote controlling these...
Yeah.
Maybe I can feel that connection.
You can see yourself from his position. You see your body. You see yourself looking up at the god, and there's no mistaking it. You see him. This 5'2" king. He makes eye contact with you and freezes.
Alright, I'm immediately going to use my free scan to scan this guy.
Oh, you're gonna scan this dude? Okay. Okay. You
Roll's not great.
We love scan rolls!
What else is new?
You scan this tiny little body, and versus the other gods of drift, these imposing titanic figures that are closing in, this one is tiny and spindly. The others sort of trail away, and yes, the puppet motif works perfectly. This one seems to be actively distorting space around him, and on getting spotted, is going to immediately lock out one of this guy's dice. He panics, and he's going to use your scan will produce something. He immediately uses where is it? This is collapsing into a fucking clown fiesta faster than I ever expected. He's going to use displacement. Let me grab down here. We can use Disaster's theme since she's helping out. Displacement. Move the target 1d6 plus 2 spaces. If they collide with monolith or structure, sustain 1 wound. So, this would have been massively useful if he'd been able to fuse some of your friends into monoliths. Instead, he's going to use this. Grab himself on when he's like, oh shit, I've been had. He's going to get himself grabbed and just thrown into this structure. He will take a wound. On. Yeah.
First of all, I scanned him. Please mark him with tactics.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. There you go.
I instantly pop tactics to use what's it called again?
Rocket.
Rocket, thank you, yeah.
You're gonna throw Argos away.
Yes.
Okay.
How much is it?
I believe it's equal to your swing or something.
It's 2 times my swing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're gonna immediately try to yank him out of this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
He's not gonna.
Oh my god.
Give me a roll to do.
This boss was gonna Benny Hill us.
What do you mean was? He can still. Oh my god, Argos rolled good. He runs his way forwards and tries to make it up to the structure. And then one of these large figures reaches a hand out, points, and flicks a wrist upwards and tries to fling him bodily into the World 4 containment facility. And as he makes it to the door, he places his hand on it, and the tactics start to ignite. Argos,
already touched that doorknob. A hard light rocket just appears directly in his face and explodes.
The rocket appears in front of him. He will not be flung into the structure, so he will not take a wound, but instead the rocket appears, Argos sighting him, and he flies back. Tell me where you're putting him. You get to choose the direction. He makes it to this hallway.
I'd like to bring him closer to me.
Okay, let me measure.
Just away from, escape.
Okay. You can put him. Okay. So are you just gonna drop him next to you?
Yeah, if that's possible. Next to me in this giant,
giant
disaster.
Bird,
yeah.
Okay.
Also,
you yank him backwards, and he screams. Ace, it is like music to your ears as he literally puts his hand on the containment facility's door, and you just watch him fly backwards, streaking through the air. He thump, rolls across the ground and lands immediately in front of you, Argos. He turns and looks up.
Here's your new chew toy.
Whose turn is it now?
That's how you do it.
One last thing. Was that the scan I made against him? Was that considered a successful scan?
It was, yes.
Okay. Does this guy have attributes?
He does, in fact, have attributes. Hold on.
All right. I'd like to reveal one of them.
Okay, fantastic. Let me grab him. I will actually enable the little dude's character sheet.
Get away with trying to escape and not having a character sheet.
Yeah. He clearly thought that this was going to go very differently. Okay. Here you go. Turn him on. He rolls to the ground in front of you. Which of these attributes would you like to reveal?
How about that last one?
Fantastic. Okay. The last attribute. Oh god. This would be. You gain the attribute. Oh god. Okay. You gain the attribute Coronal Discharge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that, hold on to that. That's a really good bullet. You don't know why. You just get the feeling that's a really good bullet.
All right. Absolutely turning that into a soul color bullet. All right.
Just holding on to that as the guy scrambles across the ground in front of you. Okay. Who is up next?
Let's throw it to Dreams.
Dekka's gonna walk up and stab this man. His goal is very simple. He is going to stop him from activating his other abilities. Now that this one's been revealed, he's like, oh, my ESP is so broken for this.
I'm so sorry to backtrack again, but you also have to tell me what it would take to lock that out.
Oh, to lock out
The
coronal
discharge. Yeah.
This one is adhered to his soul and his psyche. He didn't start with this attribute. This has been sutured on. Surgery. Literal surgery is the way that you remove it. You got a fucked up soul color bullet there, man.
Okay.
Deco makes his way forwards and is gonna fucking stab him. Yeah, Deca just boom. You look at Deca as he looks down at the tiny body, which is now impaled with one of his large swords. It is skewered into the ground. It just like offers you a thumbs up.
Love it.
It's nice to see him happy.
Good. Teamwork? Question mark. Next, he's going to pass it over to, he's activating, yeah, he's gonna activate domination to keep this guy in place. Tiny, Twice is going to, now that he's there and doesn't have, any of his, activated abilities, Twice is gonna run forward and throw the Curse of Black Cat on him.
Great, perfect. That's how he likes it.
Dude, this guy's already unlucky.
She's just gonna rush over and do that. Nothing else. Nothing special. Breach turns, sort of looks, and watches as everybody is gathered around to just JoJo stomp this dude. Breach is going to set an action defensively. Pass it over to Cal.
Cal is going to look at his two guys and his own non-combat kit. So, what are we doing, boss?
It seems like they actually have it. They kind of look at each other. Main goal is if he has any tricks left up his sleeve to try to stop those from going off. They look over at the big figures off in the distance. I get the feeling that some bad shit might happen if they're just left to do whatever they're gonna do. You want to try to lock those things up?
Sure, we didn't come here to sit around. Okay, let's see. Cal's going to take the only thing in his kit that can do damage. He's going to say, okay, you two, get up in front of Melly, you be your barricade. And he's going to
do that.
literally try and fucking nail gun one of these things to reduce their mobility.
That is so good. Oh my god. Okay, give me a roll to do.
Oh boy. Truly a symbolic gesture, if nothing else. Oh, I forgot to lock in. Hang on, I gotta pull up his character sheet.
This is,
There
you
we go.
guys jumped the actual, like, his weak point so
Oh my
fucking...
God,
Oh my god! What is happening? Yeah.
What's happening
Okay, so the
today?
nail gun will reduce mobility. That's great. Cal, who's next? This will be very funny shortly. We got Mike Seagazer, Willa. Or no, Willa already went. We got Mike Seagazer, Breach.
And cast.
Points at Seagazer because she's closest. Also, he does 1d6 of damage with his nail gun.
It's very important.
What is happening in this episode?
Seagazer runs and catches a ride on the Terramite. Over here. She's gonna pass to Pixie. Pixie is gonna move forward with her fucking minigun and shoot this guy. Literally just stack damage on him. She was ready to give up her life. Instead, she takes what is this momentary twitch of good luck and just unloads, passes to Cast. Cast is gonna move over and they're gonna use their strongest technique. I do not think that this guy is in a good state, pinned to the ground and getting fucking JoJo jumped, to disprove any of Cast's magic tricks. So yeah, they're gonna get the full bonus, swing in and just start beating them with an invisible hammer. Micah's gonna make her way up here. And I think that is all of your moves, which means it's theirs. Guy on the ground does not have a choice. He is going to scream and cry and summon another one immediately behind you guys. Argos, your gamer senses pick up that you're now functionally in a DPS race against this guy to see if you can kill him before he can do anything, because you do have his weak point exposed. Over here, this one is going to use... Okay. Who's the biggest problem right here? He's going to target, You know what? He's got to target some of the guys who are fucking his guy up. He's going to target Dekka, and he's going to use an ability that has no roll or save. He's going to use the ability Elongate, and he elongates Dekka.
No!
This one over here is going to do the same thing, and Argos, you are becoming elongated. To explain what's happening right now, it's like your body is stretching. You feel almost like the force and momentum is pulling you in a very specific direction. At the end of this turn, everybody is going to be moved. Oh god. Elongating Dekka was actually very clever. Dekka is going to try to resist this. He's going to hold his sword in place and try to cling on for dear fucking life as the entire battlefield shifts. The sheer force of drift and its energy throws everyone... how many spaces? 6 spaces down in this direction. As you all move like this. It's 1 over. Dekka hits the edge of the arena, is literally thrown out. The sword is removed from the man's body, as these guys are, of course, immune to this effect. This guy, however, winds up slamming into the structure and actually taking 1 wound. Yeah. So he, boom, takes a hit, and you all wind up drifting down in this direction, and you feel the direction next time. Everybody's going to be thrown the same number of spaces to the right. But everybody else is more or less fine. And you hear Melly cursing. All chaos, all hell breaks loose. And, that's all that they can do this turn with how badly they fucked you up. End of turn. What you call it? End of turn, you look over at this guy, the one that took the wound. He's prepping to do the Dimensional Breacher again. Mm-hmm. You get the feeling this is going to happen each and every fucking turn.
Okay.
Okay, so, everybody, roll to die for me.
I need control of the ice version.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, like, whenever these guys are thrown into the objects, they take 1 wound?
Yeah, whenever anyone is thrown into any of these structures, they take a wound. You get the feeling if everybody was fused into monoliths, you'd be ping-ponging across all of them. Thankfully, you dodged that mechanic completely.
Oh my god, that would have been brutal.
Yeah, no, so I'm like, oh my god, you guys are monsters. Okay. Okay. Cal, Argos, I'm gonna roll once for the NPCs. And do any of my... Oh, okay, cool.
Good lord.
+8 for him. How... Black Cat's bad luck! Oh my god,
Dude,
he's...
That was almost a max roll, followed by the minimum possible roll.
This is fate twice. Fate has decided.
Why?
Listen, Willow was on the other end of this streak of bad luck last week. It's finally time for somebody else to take a turn.
Oh my god, it's real.
It's fucking real. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. So who gets to go first? It's one of the NPCs. It's going to be a friendly NPC because they rolled almost maximum. It's going to be twice again. She's going to run her way forwards. And while this guy, Dekka's sword is still wedged in this guy. maintaining its posture, she's gonna leap on top of it, and this is a mech-sized sword. You watch as Twice's eyes ignite, and you finally get a true sense of how monstrous her strength is, as she is going to attempt to axe kick the sword. Again, mech-sized, deeper into this man, furthering the bisection. Her leg leaps up, and she just wedges Dekka's blade in. He lets out a call. You hear him just screaming over comms. She will pass to Argos. To Long Argos.
Mm-hmm.
If you're there, Jackson.
Jackson.
Muted.
Jackson!
This guy hasn't taken a wound yet, right?
No, he's close.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna help out my two besties.
Your two besties?
Yeah. I'm going to call on single-handed savior and use multi-handed messiah.
Oh!
Summoning 6 additional weapons.
Oh, and you're just unloading on this guy on the ground.
No.
Oh?
Incorrect. I am, instead of manifesting the usual guns, I'd like to make a beautiful, sparkling, billowing cape.
Ooh.
That then ties itself upon cast.
Oh my god,
And
okay.
A fantastic starry scepter for them.
They're gonna take that. Oh my god, one of the two besties, they're like, Argos, it's so nice.
And
Who
then
else is getting one?
in Mike's hands, a large spear with an ornate dragon carving on the blade appears.
Mike
And
fucking grabs it.
In her opposite hand, huge claws reminiscent of a dragon, of course.
Brilliant
And then I
smile.
dual wield SMGs.
It's a quiet thing. You see this happen, and you hear Twice actually click her tongue, and then God of Disaster Tip checks you. Visibly a little upset. You just don't.
Attitude.
Okay. They're gonna take their additional attack weapons. They're armed up. Give it a go, Argos.
All right, I'll just use my guns to shoot at this guy. So that's 2 rolls, right?
Yep, you get to attack twice. Second one wounds. Tell me how you get his first wound off of him.
I mean, this guy's lying on the ground.
I want you to look me in the eye and tell me that you shoot this man on the ground.
He's not streaming, so it's fine. Up to the face and empties the clip. He's like squeezing it out as if he's like squeezing a glue gun on something he's crafting.
You get him on the ground, you shoot him repeatedly. I forgot a mechanic last turn. I am going to roll things back because it is relevant. They have one thing that they can do. But Cal, it's almost like you anticipated this. You said you limited its mobility, right?
Yep,
Yes,
that is...
indeed. This is a movement-based boss.
You're
this
kidding
one
me.
is going to. This one is able to fully just, dong, 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 and this happens before everybody shifts spaces. But I'm gonna keep that wound on him. To be fair, he's gonna move over here, and you feel this almost whipping, extra dimensional energy as no save, no nothing. Whenever any of these guys move across to anyone, 1 wound, no questions asked. He makes his way over here, and Mike's prepped action is going to relocate Melly over here. As Cal, you and one of the regulars take 1 wound, and your machine starts to buckle and burst. I'm gonna need you to roll 1d6 for me. And so will he. He's fine. You're fine.
Yeah, that.
Your machines hold together as the spectral force crosses you, and you're like about to basically like hit critical levels if this guy manages to cross, and then he moves 1, 2, and stops. As the nail gun does its work. You hear your regular screaming, and then it eases to a halt right there as you're like, oh, thank fucking God.
You still with me?
Yeah, I'm good. My machine's acting weird, but like, it's fine. I can keep going.
Keep fucking going then.
This one is the one that's charging up. The fuck move is what I should register. This guy's on the ground and now wounded. Argos, now choose who carries on. I also am working with tactics, of course.
Oh, thank you.
And cast with tactics. And Mike with tactics.
We love tactics. I think Disaster deserves a turn. She didn't get any cute fashion.
She is going to... It's funny. Willow. You look over at her, and she looks at you. And it's almost like she's looking for your confirmation. She tilts her head over to this guy, lets out a guttural like, "Argh," and then looks back down at this guy like, which one?
Fuck up that little guy.
She's gonna pick up on Tempered Perfection and just dong 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 dong. Oh my God. Okay. Dong dong dong. You watch as a skyscraper-sized sword is repeatedly smashed into the little dude. Not wounded yet, but close immediately. She will pass it over to you, Willow.
All right. This guy took a wound.
Yeah, he took a wound. He is casting the fuck spell at the end of this turn. The one that will stitch random people together. But there is the boss. Damage on the boss.
All right, I'm getting closer to the Stitcher.
Fantastic.
He's got like 2 or more dice, I think.
He does, yes.
For attributes.
Yes, literally.
Well, this wouldn't be Reflection without the gambling.
I'm
gonna try and beast tame it.
What the fuck?
You're gonna try to beast tame this. Okay, cool.
It is a machine or it's a beast.
Oh my God!
So I can tame it.
And it is technically autonomous. It is not, it's not him. It's a being that he's controlling. It's one of his puppets. So you're functionally fighting him for control. So, this is gonna be, regardless of what dice you use, a clash versus him.
Yep, and I think he gets for each unwounded dice.
Yeah.
He gets another roll.
Yes. So you're gonna need to clash with me twice. Give me a roll. 20. 29. Something happens as it starts to resist, and I trigger Black Cat's curse.
Perfect.
That one fails. Roll again, Tiny. Or no, he gets another one. You feel him holding on.
I'm going to use my Stand Stop Free Ignite.
Okay.
Gotta roll a 6.
Give me that roll. Gotta roll a 6. You
And
roll
I'm
a
going
2.
to ignite normally.
You're gonna use it all.
Gotta roll a 4.
Gotta roll a 4. 1! You look up at him, you spend all your 1! You look up at him, and you spend all your resources! Hey, Argos, do you want to pop tactics on this man? Do you want to help our queen out?
Yeah, I can reduce his roll by 6.
Roll a 1.
Or
It's
by
so funny.
D6.
You can penalize
If you
him.
roll a 1, I'm going to cry.
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
laugh
hype.
my ass off.
The 2 genders.
Roll 1d6. Okay. You spend all of your resources, and you watch as, in this case, the beast taming is not gonna make him come over to your side. Instead, he just holds still. The body pausing in midair. The attack functionally prevented. That's one way of doing it. Very nice. Okay.
Okay. Now
Good
that I'm
shit, Willow.
standing here, does beast taming count as an attack?
That an attack? No. Your action? Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
He holds still. So Willow, tell me how you tame this thing. I am genuinely curious.
Willow's going to use her ESP, and even though this is an autonomous robot, something that does not have a mind. Willow puts a mind into it.
You try to communicate with it on the very most basic level. You two watch this thing tower over you and go dormant as you strike this thing with woe existential crisis be upon ye. It tilts lightly, its body holding still. Breach keeps her shields up. Everybody gets ready. Willow, who goes next?
Sea Gazer. Did Sea Gazer go?
Yes, she did. She was riding on your thing with a stored action. So yeah, you're gonna give her that. Sea Gazer's gonna throw herself at this guy. And his movement is already impaired from the nail gun. She looks over at Melly, realizes where everybody is on the map, and she is going to attempt to drive this person back. She gets 2 rolls. She needed them. They're both kind of bad. As you watch Sea Gazer pick up her sword, run forwards, and attempt to basically like do Ace's Big Bang, Ace Act 2 shit to this guy. The attack whiffs entirely, and for her troubles, she is elongated. Next up, she is going to pass the turn over to Ace.
So with the bravery stacks, I have insane movement, so I just move over here.
Yeah.
And then what Ace is going to do is he's going to pop his speed bubble.
Yeah.
To knock this thing back.
Okay.
Basically just into this.
Oh, into where?
Into the
containment facility?
Yeah,
Awesome.
just kind of like basically try to punt it over everyone into this.
Lovely. Give me a roll to do.
There's no roll.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It just happens.
Sea Gazer are like, wait a second. It just happens. I unelongate her. And Ace, you pop your speed and you send it flying and it moves over here, and these two collide into the containment facility, safely carried away from your group.
Okay, guys, be careful not to. Don't let them get near the edges of the arena. If they fall out, then they're in our world.
It's true.
Yeah, I saw that thing was
me trying to snipe you guys with it. Yeah.
But I still have my action.
Oh, of course.
That's just my movement debate. Basically, that just pops my like 30 damage shield.
Yeah.
And so what Ace is going to do is simply look over at who hasn't gone yet.
Pixie, Cast, Mike, Melly, Breach,
Cal. What Ace is going to do is then going to flick his hand over to these two right here. And is there still a rule for igniting to cleave?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ace is going to flick his wrist over there, and as they fly through the air, Ace is going to ignite and going to send Tail Chaser to try to hit both of them.
Oh, fantastic! Roll to do.
So roll to do, and then ignite, and then roll to do again.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. One hit.
There you go. Okay. The attack travels, and it actually manages to strike one of them. The damage transferring over to this man as well. Managing to ping-pong between the two of them, he's looking worse for wear. You pause at the edge of the arena, actually discovering the GM's devious ploy of killing 5% of the population if you got careless.
What was their rolls to die?
These ones are... So, for these guys, you were rolling against a flat DC.
Oh, okay.
You're just hitting them.
Was any of them? Nah, the DC's probably like 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
These cast puppets or illusions are functionally like they are things that this guy creates who's doing the actual roll to die.
Right.
Okay.
And my turn.
Who next?
Then I'm gonna pass to Pixie.
Pixie. She's shooting. She's loading in a new mixture. She's going to use the hyper acid. The hyper acid is very effective as this guy gets pinged for extra damage. Okay. And then she's going to pass to Cast. Cast is going to fucking do this twice thanks to Argos. 1, 2, needed it. Oh, no, and they also got the cape, so that's an extra one. Okay. 2 hits. You watch us cast wheels around their beautiful cape and gorgeous scepter, and then they just jam the scepter directly into this man on the ground who takes another wound, last wound. They are going to pass it off to Mike. Mike is jumping over and also beating the ever-loving shit out of this guy on the ground.
Fucking
okay.
bless.
Love to see it. Doink. Reroll for the claw. Reroll for the... Yep, okay. Guy is on the ground. I gotta actually roll those. They will matter. 1d6 plus 9. 1. Doink, doink. Okay, you get him on the dirt and you're just beating the fuck out of him. He fails both rolls. Mike passes it off to Melly. Melly is actually going to yell to the honor guard pretty much like, I'm moving up in the arena. I'm trying to get back over to the middle. It seems like it's the safest place.
Stick with her.
And she's gonna try to move up and basically make her way over here as she puts herself in danger range of these guys. But she saw one of their moves from earlier where they just flinged somebody a bunch of spaces and off the corner of the map, and she's like, haha, that is not happening to me. I'm putting myself here. Yeah, here. And then she'll pass to you, Cal.
Okay, he's gonna tell the wounded guy to get to the far side of Melly. Doesn't want them taking... so one of these guys is
gonna lock
still
out and move over here.
From the nail gun?
Yes, they are still slowed by them in nail gun. I'll mark them.
Thank you.
Where's the snail? For the snail gun. Let's go here. And they can be screaming.
Thank you. Aren't we all?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna take another Hail Mary and try to get another successful shot off on the other one.
Oh my god, okay, give me a roll to do. Okay.
It's an 18!
You did beat a 15, so your attack does connect. It applies the debuff. They will be...
It's fine.
They will be moving slowly, so they will not get you with that unless they, do something else.
Okay, that's my entire action. I'm just checking through my kit real quick. I'm assuming I can just use one of each of the things that I have equipped.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jay's making me learn to play Lancer.
I did give you a loadout, yeah.
You gave me a loadout, you monster!
Yeah.
Fuck. Yep, that's all I got. He's gonna, tell the other guy to get on the other side of Melly, and he himself is gonna fall back into position.
Okay, you guys are going to get in position and do your best to defend Melly. Okay. That is, Breach is going to move over here, set her action, and wait. And then their turns begin. This guy down here is naturally going to... He's going to summon another one of these guys over... He's just going to summon fuck all in the middle of you guys. It moves over here. The one that is going to start casting this time is this guy, the unwounded one. He's gonna start trying to use the ability he's been trying to use literally, the trick really was jumping him in the bathroom so he can't use his opener. He's gonna start prepping his opener. Then, actions. This guy. I'm trying
also
to
took 5 entire damage from the nail gun.
Thank fucking God. This guy's gonna look at the situation as it's unfolding. Yeah, these both are they're not even gonna bother elongating any of you guys, which is how you know it's fucking dire. They just need to reduce your numbers. They're going to, you guys are at the corner of the map. They're going to grab and fling your 2 biggest damage dealers. They're throwing this one out of the arena and this one out of the arena, which disables Black Cat. Fuck. They are just getting thrown out. They're like, nope, you're on the edge. Fuck that shit. Then, you all are going to get moved. You're well-positioned, Aloha. You all are going to get swept this way through here. Elongated Argos, you will pass through this creature and take a wound. You are on the edge of the arena.
That's what elongation does.
It just makes it way easier to... Yeah, you clip into shit more easily. You take a wound. You are elongated. everyone here in the machines makes their way over this way. Melly is going to take a wound off of this. The guy in back will take a wound. His mech is breaking down, but she is going to duck inside here along with him into this is a stroke of good fortune. This space. Into the World 8 arc. And I will post the effect of the World 8 arc. Let me go down here. World 8 shelter. Creatures that end their turn within the shelter regain 1 lost wound so long as the life support systems remain active. Melly is hiding in here and ending her turn to get that lost health back. Just to establish that, this robot can't do that because it's the machine taking damage, not the guy. But you're gonna get a call over comms. Hey Cal, you mind if I get out of this thing? I'm kind of getting scared. It's putting up warning lights.
Bail now.
He's gonna bail. He's gonna bail, and he's gonna leave his robot.
Cal has one job with these two.
It's to keep them alive. He's going to literally take shelter inside the shelter, so he doesn't. When you are in one of these structures, when the drift happens, you are not moved. So they will just chill in their current locations. So, now everybody roll to die for me.
Yay, can we build them out so we can roll the die?
Yeah, I would love to, but...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Thank you. Yay.
There you go. You guys are doing very good in this fight.
Don't worry. Alright, so this is the beginning of the act?
Beginning of the act. I'm gonna roll for your NPCs. You no longer have twice. She did get thrown into hell, so
Yeah, I take my turn.
Oh yeah, of course. Hi, Aloha.
What's up, man?
Gotta go fast. Oh, before you do, to establish the direction that the drift is happening this time. Down again.
Oh, fuck.
You guys gotta get out.
Yeah.
Or we just gotta kill him.
Yeah, whichever's faster.
I mean, he only has 1 wound remaining, right?
He does only have 1 wound remaining.
Okay, I take my turn. Boop. And Ace just walks, just teleports basically right here. And I'm going to pop one of my bravery abilities. I sacrifice all points of bravery to perform a finisher, tripling the power of the attack.
Get his ass on the ground.
So Ace just lifts up. Tail Chaser flies back over and just kind of hangs over this guy as the God of Flames basically interweaves his fingers together and just slams his hands down into this thing like a stake. So roll to do.
Give me a roll to do. Okay.
19. I'm going to ignite because
I don't think you fucking have to.
Okay. I'm gonna ignite for more damage then.
Oh yeah. Entirely fair. The man is on last wound. You're beating up his 5-2 self.
Yeah. So this attack is tripled.
That's triple. That will be 10, 15, triple 45 fucking damage as you get his ass on the ground. And he's gonna have this moment. The only set he has left is a coronal discharge. So he's going to look up at you. and in this moment, he's so badly beaten to fuck that he's even beyond the concept of rage. All that's left is this almost burning confusion. And over the comms that you still keep open, you just hear him go, How the fuck are you doing this? How is it even possible?
I mean, they probably should have just sent someone stronger.
And then you crunch down on him. He's not wounded yet. He's losing his shit. He's still up. Who do you pass to, Ace?
I'm going to pass it to Argos.
All right. Time to end this. ESP on.
Let's go.
Argos erupts into his ESP form before, turning back to good old Argos.
Yeah.
And he begins charging up. He holds out single-handed savior, and an enormous hard light gun forms.
Oh, God!
Then you hear an ominous whirring, and you see seams on Argos's skin start to appear, and the air warps around him with heat. The seams start glowing red with the heat, and then green with the heat, and then blue. And his skin starts peeling away as he overclocks his body in order to fire Ring of Salvation instantly. At the cost of a wound, this enormous gun will fire without waiting until the end of the act.
Give me a roll to do!
Oh, Jesus, he's activated his RGB gamer lights.
Yes!
Oh. And I should have mentioned,
Oh, yeah.
with ESP on, I get stacks
Oh, yeah.
equal to the strength of my bond. I'm gonna choose cast.
Oh, yeah, okay, take your max
And
stacks.
that's added. And how many stacks would that
That'll
be?
be 9.
9 stacks. And that's added to my roll.
Yes.
Does it hit GM?
I don't know, let me roll it. He tries to manifest his coronal discharge, forming a barrier of flame as it is punctured through in this moment by the Ring of Salvation. He looks up at that gun and he goes, "Not me? I didn't do anything wrong! No, not me!" And then the gun hits him, and you feel his body tear away. Last wound, 1 HP. Argos, who do you give it to?
Actually.
Yeah.
Since he's not a massive creature.
Yeah.
Ring of Salvation is an instant wound.
Holy shit.
You managed to puncture through, and you do indeed. Okay, so he's out of wounds. Straight up, he boom, boom, boom. The body whirls through the air and slides across the ground, and you watch as it starts to pull itself upwards. 1 HP, literally, like, no wounds left, 1 HP. Any attack against him in this defenseless state will end his life. He starts to scramble his way forwards. All I gotta do is... Why? What the fuck? Why? He turns back and looks at you all. It was supposed to be easy. It was like pointing a bomb at you guys. How the fuck did this happen?
It
You
was
seem
easy.
shocked, confused. Hold on. Music. Look at his music playing. As it continues to move his way backwards, the puppets are no longer responding. They cascade to the side, no longer functional. You just watch as he crawls his way backwards.
Who wants it?
Who wants it? Yeah. I mean, I have a solution, but it would disable the God of Flames for the... You know what? Fuck it. So, Ace is going to walk up as this thing is crawling away, and he just asks him over the comms. So, are they able? Is your boss able to see you over here?
He turns and he looks. Just watch the entire thing. He knows how you guys work.
That's the problem, though. We keep changing as Ace just kind of like has the toe of the mech just kind of knock this guy down.
Doom.
And
he tips over.
He flicks his wrist and a similar bullet appears, much like he used on Frost, as he points it down at Drift. I mean, at least I can't miss.
You pull the bullet out, click it into place, and fire as this body disappears and flame begins to integrate, adding its power to its own. I see. So that's the purpose of this one. A unit dedicated for not combat, but mass destruction. Fighting it in this interstitial space, it was tactically sound. Admirable, even. I will integrate its power with my own.
Yep. As the mech starts shutting down.
It It shuts down. And Ace, everything is left silent there for a second. The other puppets. They all disappear, except for the one that you tamed, Tiny. which will continue to hang there. Eventually, Argos, you unelongate. And this guy actually comes back. As he would have arrived at the end of the last turn, he looks over at you, Ace. You finish it?
Ace just kind of like pops out of the cockpit. Yes, could you check on Basil in danger?
Oh shit. He's gonna fly and dive straight down into the water over here. And actually from one of the regulars. Next to you, Cal. Good work, boss.
Hey, good work staying alive.
Good show. Makes his way forward. Yo, Ace.
Oh, yeah.
Looks over at your robot. You've still got fighting left after this, right?
Yeah.
Well, my work's done. My world's no longer in danger. I know it's probably not on the same level of quality, but he opens up his cockpit and literally just climbs out. Random guy, faceless NPC. On it.
It's just kind of...
Okay, so I'm giving 2 people rides back is what I'm learning.
Hey man, I accomplished my goal. I just said I wanted to live. And looks like we're living. So, how about it? It held together pretty good. Not even a scratch on it.
If anything, it's going to make it more fun.
Ace, you run your way over, and not the outcome I expected. You're going to be piloting this thing.
I'm going to be dinky running my way across that fucking area.
Flame remains inert, and you hear Riddle's voice over the comms. Don't worry, we're pulling Flame back. Everything should be good on our end. You guys did phenomenally over there. From over here, inside the machine, you get another reading from the little robots next to you. Looking at how your force is still mostly intact, ready to move on to the next stage. The little robot does indeed send you a message like, next time, I think it will be up to us to lead the vanguard.
Yeah. But we'll be ready.
They nod. Melly works her way out of the shelter. Okay, everybody, meet up. Status check before we move on to the next area. She yells as a realization spreads. The battle isn't over yet. This war began, and you managed to fight yourself into the maw of the enemy. All towards one goal. A simple realization. That if the enemy was going to wage war on you in this way, you would not allow it to happen again. The portal stays open in front of you. Most of your men remain intact. The question of Basil's signal. Wow. Danger sits in the remnants of his machine, looking up at the sky above him. As another robot touches down and Deck actually sprints out. Danger! Hey! Danger's eyes are hollow and empty. He stares straight ahead. What's up? You good? Please tell me you're alive in there. Yeah, I'm alive. Okay. Are you disappointed about... He thinks about how to phrase it. He got thrown out of the battle too, admittedly. He is about to commiserate with the person in front of him. That he did pretty good on his first mission. He managed to... And then Danger opens his mouth. Basil broke up with me. Oh. Shit, I'm sorry. Is she around here? Does she need a ride? No. She left. I don't know where. Okay. Let's... Deck has a moment. He looks back up at the growing light behind him. And he comes to a decision about himself. Let's get you back to the burning world. Then I'm gonna try to catch up with him. He lends Danger a shoulder as the man starts to quietly sob next to him. The world over. Those flames start to ignite. A line of brilliant blue that dances its way across the top of the tundra. Even with Drift defeated, the scar of the last battle still remained. Not something that Opia was eager to forget. It's a lot harder to fix something once it's hurt. It's a lot harder to repair a life once it's lost. Killing is so much easier. Rita looks at the yawning portal in front of her. Inhales, exhales, raises her palms. And the furnaces scattered across the top of the Tempest ignite, one after the other. A line connecting itself not only to this place, but to the portal. A smile crosses her face. Distribution from not only the Queen of Flames, but the super furnace that they found should allow this area to heal. One scar undone from the last battle, and no new scars from the next. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome, she thinks. She stares at that portal ahead and counts on everybody else. Well, the rest is up to you guys. We're not done fighting yet, so do your best. Make a difference. For the rest of you, you travel through the portal and watch as on the other end of this connection, a new world coalesces in front of you. This time, you get a different view of things. You can see the city for what it is, from the very top down. This place, desolate and destroyed as it is a simple clutch or collection of lives. One by one, you rain into the area in front of you, like balls of burning flame. On a nearby battlefield, a group of people gather, anticipating this conclusion. The presence of the angelic horde. All those called back to their homeland in anticipation of this moment. The leader of the angelic host sits there, very calmly waiting. It's a funny sensation, seeing something like this. It's a tale straight out of history. Something that she herself has experienced. She was there the first time this city fell. She watched as the angels held this line at all costs to make this section of the world, at the very least, safe from the flame. It's been a long time since war has truly come to this place. She opens her eyes, recognizing what is headed in her direction. Lines of flame connected this world to theirs. Lines of flame connected again. She sees the world for what it once was. a brilliant section of the earth. A line that would be pulled within city limits, and a line that would be cast aside. Half the angelic population was left on the far side of this line, set to hold it against the invading force, while the city was pulled backwards into its extra-dimensional hideaway. She stood on the other side of the line that day, those that would be left behind, so that she, at the very least, might tell the stories of those abandoned by this place. And now that she finds herself in the present, facing down those same old ghosts, she wonders how much of this has ever truly changed. A figure makes her way forwards. Very slowly, very deliberately, at the edge of town. One last point of aid for those that currently assault this city. This person begins her march, not with an army of those from World 12, but instead, an army of those who were made victim by this place. With the shape of countless ghosts directed out of the blizzard towards this location, the Queen of Flames begins her own war, creating you the distraction of a lifetime. But, well, that ain't it. All of this successfully handled, Robin. You've been stationed to some far corner of this place to make sure all of this happens with no issue. Hey, new girl, come on, sit down, sit down!
Okay. Yeah.
You're gonna miss it. He sort of like leans in. And then, hold on, we gotta move away from the barrel. And
what?
They all stand and start to move off this way. Hey, got here just in time. You walk to the edge of the snowstorm. And that's when you realize something's changed. There's no storm. Robin, the snow stopped. Fucking hell! It really worked!
Wow.
Thought it was getting kind of hot. These soldiers start to work their way in. Well, I use the word soldier because army's been on the mind, but these aren't soldiers, actually. These are environmental researchers pulled away from the Silt Islands. These are people who lost their previous positions because a new crisis arose in the world. Shit. 2 hard weeks of work and... fucking damn, I could cry, man. Hey.
I knew they were amazing. They really did it.
Yeah, I got a question. You know them a little bit better than us, right?
Oh, I mean,
We'd probably be dead right now if they failed, right? So, like, it's fine to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And you watch as somebody actually clears his way out of the darkness. Oh, Guy's back! Just in time, man! We're celebrating! What are we celebrating? Storm's over, dude. He looks over at you, Robin. Really?
Yeah.
You actually came from the dead of that thing, right?
From the
Like the dead center of the storm?
Well, yeah. I was in there for a bit.
Guy moves his way over next to you. You get benched too?
Benched. Well,
not leading the attack, right?
I mean, I guess, but that's for, the real heroes of Flow. So I can't really be helped.
Supersize? I guess so. Yeah, guess so. A twisted smile crosses the man's face. He inhales, he exhales. So are we partying or what? He yells, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, I told you Guy was Laugh Riot. They make their way around. And he sort of turns over, looks at you. Come on. They're probably not going to be back for a while.
Huh.
Might as well have fun while we can, right?
Yeah.
Robin, you make your way inwards. As the individual drops of snow burn away around an all-encompassing fire. And that is where we're going to end this session. Hi gamers, before we do fan art, we have lots of spare time this time. It should be noted that there was a lot of extra content that naturally was not factored into the fight. Like this place that I tried to run away to. I was going to lead them on an entire wild goose chase around this location, but unfortunately Argos has already touched the door. The things that I had planned for you here, they are not relevant right now, but I do need to note, over here in this corner, very important. The containment units all contained different World 4, basically like SCP-S abnormalities. The one creature, the one thing we truly missed out by speedrunning this session, the guy was going to seal himself away in a containment unit, and you would basically have to go around and try to fucking find him. It was going to waste an immense amount of time while you were getting picked off on the outside. Inside one of the units was the forbidden bird. This thing is very important. The forbidden bird is still there. I don't know if anyone went for it, but I should note that it exists. Secondarily, we have time to talk about the city. So, why aren't we carrying on in this session? We could. I don't want to, because I have something set up. Next session is a raid on the city. You have the whole session to run through the city and fuck shit up. I do not want to either give you too much time or too little time on that. So we are going to stop exactly here and pick up there next time. With that being said, I want to point at this map. I want to ask, and I want everybody to consider, where are we dropping, boys? The mechanic of this one, and the mechanic of next time, is that you get to decide where in the city you're coming into, and Riddle is going to mark your Fortnite extraction location that you need to be at by the end of the session, or you will be left behind in Human Town. Over here, you have the raging battle between Cantella and the Queen of Flames. That is just going to be happening over in the corner. Queen of Flames is functionally buying you time. So, to describe what's happening in this place. Company 0, dead center. Company 1. Company 2. Company 3. Company 4. Company 5. Company 6. Company 6 is the building that 667 told you to stay the fuck away from. So, with all this in mind, I want you to formulate your strategies and tell me, in between sessions so I can make maps, exactly where indeed you are dropping to try to drive this home. Or if you have questions like, where is the place with the most people, or what is their infrastructure, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
feel free to ask me that in the intervening time.
Where are the churches and the mines?
Where can I build pylons?
Where can I build some pylons? With all that said, and all that stated, phenomenal session. We've got fan art.
Yeah, thank you, Popcat Dude, for putting this together. First off, from Rion, we have Terrarium.
We got the terrarium. Very important.
And then we have Whoopie Pies for Best Tamagotchi the Demiurge. That looks so good, actually. And then from Sailor Star,
Those do look really good. What the
we have
heck?
Oh my god.
Antioch.
Enoch.
Yeah, sorry. And then fucking the chat is one brain
Handlebars, you
saw.
say? Handlebars, you say? Handlebars, you say?
Once this was made 1 second before the fucking crash.
That's so funny.
Oh my god, Willow! Oh my god!
From Dungeon Master
Yes!
Yo.
Thank god. Oh, I
Thank
love this
God.
thing. I'm sure it has a bright future ahead of it, not your relationship.
Yeah,
The
just-
robot immediately below.
Yeah, the fucking acing a cast melee and then all these other people, and it's just like, I mean, listen here, I'm fucking.
Oh my fucking god, I love it so much.
I
Brennan,
love
pop
him.
the fuck off on that mech design.
Yeah,
to
blow it
destroy
up.
it instant one.
What is the
Nothing
most Brennan thing but to create and equally destroy everything he created?
Yeah. Facts. Fucking facts.
Turn 0, jumping immediately. Yeah.
Jumping imminent. Long Argos,
Long
thank
Argos.
god.
Wow, my favorite character.
Then this, but we have another last minute
Aw.
thing. Let me
Cute.
grab it. There's open link. Is this?
Oh,
Oh my
Whoa.
god, look at
This
her.
is name making.
Name! Oh
Yeah,
my
3D
god,
models you can-
phenomenal fucking
It's so
work.
fascinating seeing designs I've made become 3D models of like how
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow. We spud run not only a boss fight, but the whole entire session.
Yeah. You,
Yeah.
No, I
So-
I'm
blocked.
flabbergasted
I
by
blocked
how
2
short this
additional
one
hours.
is.
I blocked 2 additional hours.
It's
for this
amazing.
one.
Jackson and Tiny will be able to go to bed at a decent hour.
Yeah, it's literally
Yeah.
unreal. I'm genuinely impressed with you guys. Fucking bravo. That was incredible. I threw you into the most unfair boss fight I've designed yet, and you got me back even worse. Beautiful work.
The thing is, right, you have to realize you not only designed that boss fight, but you also designed our gifts as well.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we were fighting on equal levels of
So this
bullshit.
is all your fault.
Yeah.
Next time I should design the boss. And it will be like, you know.
Oh my god.
What can it do? Kill us instantly like it was going to?
Oh my god. That was insane.
and assign the
Jesus
boss
Christ.
to do damage to you guys, the players, and not your characters. Like, this turn is going to take 20 hours of your real life as Aloha plays Desert Bus.
Good shit, gang. Okay, say goodbye to chat, everyone. Catch you next week
Bye-bye.
for the city raid.
Bye bye.